What's up guys, Commander Alex here, and today we are playing a little bit of Call of Champions. So obviously I play mostly Vainglory on this channel, pretty much exclusively Vainglory to be honest. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit, darn it, he stole that. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. And basically what it's going to be is it's going to be Call of Champions, a new mobile MOBA. Definitely different from Vainglory. It's basically meant to be a fast-paced MOBA. It's not meant to be a long sort of, you get the mid-game, and then you get the early game, you get the late game. It's sort of just all combined into one. You don't even buy items in this game. It's literally just like a free-for-all for 5 minutes, and then whoever has either taken the most turrets, or if the turrets are tied, gotten the most kills, or if the kills are tied, gotten the most assists, wins the game. So it's definitely intense, and it's definitely a lot different from the other MOBAs I've played, but it's pretty freaking... Oh, I want to get in on that heal. Alright, push him out. Yeah, but it's definitely different from a lot of the other MOBAs I've played, and I want to bring some gameplay to this channel, and I don't want to die right now. The escapes. Let's go. Oh my god, I have like no health. But yeah, so it's a lot different. I won't talk too much about it. If you guys want to learn more about it, look, he escaped on the exact same amount of health. Our team is epic. But as I was saying, you know, if you guys want to learn more about it, you can go to their website. If I remember, I will link it in the description down below, but I'm probably not going to remember. That was my Boston accent coming out there. But yeah, so it's, you know, if you guys want me to actually include the link, because I probably won't remember, just leave me a comment, and obviously I will add it then. But now that we have the pinging for their company and all that out of the way, let's talk about the actual game here. It is pretty sick, and it looks like we're winning pretty handily, although I'm tanking this and I don't want to die, so I'm going to let him tank it. He's not tanking it anymore. Oh crap. Okay, seems legit. Okay. So basically the idea about this game is that it's very much rotations based and a lot less team comp based. So obviously you have supports in this game, you have ranged carries, you have melee carries, but it's much more based on how you can rotate as your team together to win the game. Because what happens is you have your bottom lane, which is down here. Let me pull it up. There it is. That's your bottom lane. And then you have your top lane, which I'm in right now. And then you have the middle of the map, which is basically where all the different bonus buffs that you can get from neutral monsters are, and where you can distribute them to your entire team. So what's really cool about this is you can have the equivalent of a jungler that's going to go and get these neutral buffs for your teams, and then once they get them, they can actually go to this port in the center right here. I'm trying to pull it up, but it's a very small button. And when they do that, they're actually going to be able to distribute the buff that they have received to their entire team. So in some cases, it's more beneficial to do that, and it's better to kind of distribute it to your entire team. But in other cases, it's better to just group with your team and push with your team. So it's really based on kind of, here, I'll actually show you distributing it to my team. So I just got a buff right there. This is haste, gives me increased attack speed. But when I stand on this for long enough, it actually makes it team haste. And so now everybody on my team has haste. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely a nice mechanic, and there's all sorts of things like that that, you know, really make the game a lot more different from the other MOBAs that I've played. Is he actually gonna get away? No, he's not. You're dead, kid. You're not getting away from all three of us. All right, so we're having a very interesting game here. Instead of going in a 1-2 or a 1-1-1 kind of setup where we either have one person in each lane and a jungler, or one person in the top lane and two people in the bottom lane, we have set up in basically like a 3-0-0 where we're just all pushing top lane, and they are right on our base bottom lane, and they won. Alright, well, that was a very close game. Not really how a normal game goes, but hopefully you guys kind of get an idea of how long those matches are, or how short they are. So you see, this match was incredibly quick, but the longest a match can be in this game is 5 minutes. That is the length of the game, basically. And at the end of that, if no one's actually destroyed that base, then they go to number of turrets destroyed, and then if it's tied on turrets, then they go to number of kills, and then after that, I believe they go to number of assists, but I'm not sure on that. So let's play with this guy. He's Avalanche. He's more of a support here, lots of CC, and does have, you know, some damage output, but not crazy amounts like some of these heroes, like the hero I was playing before. Yeah, let's hop into things here. You do have 3 seconds before the game actually spawns to move around inside of your base and decide which way you want to go. I don't want to get stuck in that 3-0-0 setup again, because that didn't work for us last time. So I'm going to go lone top lane, and when you go lone, it kind of means that either you could be set up against another lone opponent, and that way you're kind of probably not going to kill each other, but you're probably not going to get much from each other either, and it's pretty much just a stalemate lane. Or you could be set up in the kind of position that I am right now, where you're basically going 1v2, and assuming that I don't give them much in this, they're going to be really, really sucky, because if I don't give them a turret, then my other teammates should be able to take the top, or rather the bottom turret. Now that's not happening because for some reason my guy rotated up, but the general idea in this is you have a lone laner that's supposed to hold off 2 laners, and that allows your 2 laners in the bottom lane to pick up a turret since they have a numbers advantage. So again, it's all about the rotations. There's all sorts of way to play this game to win, and it's really just about your playstyle and kind of how good you are at judging your damage versus your opponents here. So let's see what we can do to this guy. I don't know why this guy keeps coming top lane. Oh, double stun right there. So you see the kind of theme around this guy is that he has this ice, and when he gets on people, when he hits them with his abilities, he actually does multiply damage, and also when he kind of change ice onto somebody, he freezes them for a second, which is a form of CC, and it means that they basically can't do anything. It's like a stun to them, which is really, really cool. So I missed it right there. Yeah, okay. So what happened right there was my ultimate actually causes anyone on their first hit that they attack me to basically be frozen. So when he tried to punch me away like that, he actually froze himself, which hurt him in the end. So I don't know if that was really a good trade for us, but it was okay. I'm going to push this turret here. Now I guess the biggest mechanic in this game that's different from other MOBAs is that you don't have minions, you have this big ball. This ball right here, and basically this orb can travel from either your turret to the other team's turret, and to move it you have to stand in its kind of zone of influence. And once it's under the turret, once it's like directly under the turret, it will start tanking some of the damage from the turret, and the turret will do less damage to you. But there's no time in the game where the turrets won't do any damage to you. So basically, you won't have that time where you could be like super low health, but since there's minions under the turret, you're not being hit and it doesn't matter. That just doesn't happen in this game. So can we finish this guy? Boom. Dunked on him right there. And so right now we are losing this game, but only by 1 kill. And if we get this turret, then we're going to be winning this game. So basically, if we get this turret, then we're going to be up on a turret rather. And that's going to mean that we are then winning the game if the game were to end right there, but it's not. So still got to keep playing this one. We're tied on kills, so if they get another turret, then this game's going to be pretty much 100% tied. You don't really get games like this a lot, but when you do, they are very, very interesting. Diminished land the double stun right there. Ooh, he went deep. So I'm going to cast my circle right here, and what it does is it allows all my auto attacks to proc my stun onto them, basically meaning that I can continually CC them, and it's incredibly annoying to play against. So basically, if you're playing against Avalanche, who is the guy I'm playing right now, what you want to do is not fight inside that circle. It's not a good idea. Alright, I'm going to drop the circle right here. Here we go. Come on, auto attack somebody. The thing is, I'm playing against an Avalanche myself, so he's stunning me and I'm stunning him, and it's getting a little crazy here. Alright, so we're going to drop that. Did manage to do quite a bit of damage. Is it going to be enough, though? Oh, yes. Get out, get out, get out. Live. Be free. Yeah. Oh no. He's still alive. He is still alive. You're joking. I'm not letting this chick get away. Yeah. Dunked on her. Alright, so we're pretty low on health, so I'm going to try and shove this orb in really quick. And I'll get a couple of auto attacks off, but I don't really want to stick around because, as you can see, even though the orb is under the turret still hits me for a small amount of health. So if you're really low on health, you don't really want to stick around because the turret will still hurt you, and you don't want to be hurt. Okay, this is okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive this. Oh, she missed her stun. So what she does is she goes basically MIA from the map for a second, and then she drops out of the sky, and if she lands near you, she will do a ton of damage. I'm gonna try and... Okay, so that's the end of the game right there. I didn't really pay attention to the clock right there, so I didn't actually kind of know that that was the end of the game. But we did end up winning that one with a 2 turret kill lead, and then even if they were tied on turrets, we had the kill advantage as well. So looking at the stats here, I went 3, 1, and 2. Also, just a thing to note, this is something I want to see implemented in Vainglory, a page where you can see like all the different stats about the game. Because at the end of Vainglory, yeah, you can see items, you can see KDA, and you can see farm, but you know, you can't see towers killed, you can't see champion damage, structure damage, heals, that sort of thing. I feel like it'd be really, really awesome to see those sort of stats implemented into Vainglory. But I guess I probably shouldn't be talking about that in a Call of Champions video. So looking at this, I did second most structure damage. I did almost the first amount of champion damage, but I was second most. And then 3, 1, and 2 is not a bad KDA, especially for a sort of support-ish champion. So now that I do have him with enough experience, I can go into actually leveling him up. So what we're going to do is we can click on this, and I'm going to go to his talents. I'm going to click level up. So basically what happens is, to customize each of your champions, you have to gain experience on them, which you gain from playing games with them. Now, once you gain enough experience with a champion, you can unlock a new tier, which is basically called leveling up. And to do that, you obviously have to spend experience, but you also have to spend gold, which is something that you get after every game that you play. And for the most part, it won't be an issue unless you spend gold buying champions, in which case then you're going to have to probably kind of maybe put in a few more games than you would just to get the tier. But now that we've actually unlocked tier 4, you see there's 2 paths I can go. So right now I can upgrade to Frigid Feint, which turns my Icebreaker into a taunt for 1 second. Or I can go for Siphon, where my Icebreaker heals me for 5% of max health if the target is frozen. So this requires me to have basically that ice cube on top of someone to get any effect out of it, whereas this one is much more useful and is a lot better for kind of a support champion, because I'm really tanky and I want people to be hitting me instead of my teammates. So I'm going to upgrade this ability right here, which is basically going to force people to attack me whenever I use my my Icebreaker on them. So kind of just a look into the upgrading system there. I know this isn't a super in-depth guide to the game, guys, but hopefully you kind of get an idea of what the game is about. Hopefully you will check it out yourselves, and you know, tell me in the comments down below, do you want me to make this like a every once in a while sort of thing? Do you never want to see this game again? I mean, I don't think it's really going to affect my Vainglory uploads all that much. If it does, it'd be only maybe once a week. So, you know, just tell me how many uploads you want of this kind of per week or per month, and I'll go off of that and see if I want to make this kind of a standard thing on my channel or just like an every once in a while thing. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Commander Alex, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.